Welcome everyone to day 6 of the Sewing Room Declutter Challenge. I'm Karen Brown of Just Get It Done Quilts, and together we are going to clear out the unwelcome, the unwanted, and the no longer necessary for a year full of creativity, clarity, and joy. Over the past couple of days, we've done a lot of talk about shelf space. And for good reason. Shelves are prime real estate in our sewing spaces. They give us easy access to the tools, fabrics, and supplies that we use regularly. And that means we don't want this space cluttered with items that are rarely touched. But decluttering is not about getting rid of everything. It's about removing things that no longer serve you, especially those items that hold you to the past at the expense of your future. Today we're focusing on archives. That is the tokens, records, memories of your quilting life. And that is important. So today is not about eliminating memories. It's about relocating them so they're not taking up that valuable everyday space in your sewing room. Memories matter. Quilting takes a lot of effort, time, and money. They remind you of how far you've come, and they give you confidence to tackle that next project. And for many of us, memories is all we have of many of the quilts that we've made, since so many leave us and go on to live new lives elsewhere. So what counts as an archive? Archives might include quilt journals or notes. Notes written on top or in the margins of patterns, fabric swatches clipped from a quilt project, workshop handouts, quilt show programs, road trip souvenirs, photos or sketches, magazine or newspaper articles, diagrams, calculations, and layout plans. Some of you document your quilts in fine detail, and others just keep a few meaningful reminders. There's no right or wrong here. So step 1, of course, is grabbing your timer. Step 2 is to grab your treasure box. If you don't already have one, create one. It's just a container for meaningful keepsakes. As you work, you may find special tokens that have no quilt connection at all. That's okay, because the items in your treasure box don't need to make sense to anyone but you. Now decide where your archives are going to live. These are your memories, so they deserve care, just not prime real estate. They should be safe, meaning high and dry. They need to be accessible when you want them. They need to be out of the way of the tools and materials that you regularly use. Personally, I keep paper archives in this other magazine bin, and special keepsakes I keep in this red box tucked into a dead spot near my sewing area. Out of the way, but still intentional. Step 3 is to edit with intention. And the question we are asking today is, what do you actually need to keep to preserve this memory? It might be a photo, a fabric swatch, a page of notes, a hand-drawn diagram. For me, it's often the hand-drawn layout and sketches with all the calculations. This is the part of quilting that brings me the most joy. I also try to grab a photo or two and add it to my Quilts Made album on my phone. Just know that you do not need to keep everything to remember something well. If you are unlikely to make that pattern again, consider passing that on to someone else. Today is the day to collect the memories from the quilts that you made this year and bring out the archives from previous years. This can be a wonderfully nostalgic moment, flipping through pages and remembering challenges, successes, and creative breakthroughs. Please take all the time you need to enjoy it. This is part of the process. Today, I hope it gave you the same mix of nostalgia and clarity it always gives me. And remember, decluttering is not about erasing your past. It's about honoring it without it crowding your future. The challenge is about making space, both physically and mentally, for the quilts that you haven't made yet. So now it's your turn. If you're comfortable, please leave a comment down below about a memory you revisited today, or share a photo of your treasure box in the Facebook group or online with this year's hashtags. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow for day number 7.